A new AI competitor came out of nowhere from China to release the most impressive AI video we've seen to date. This is text to video. In other words, I type in a text and the AI creates a video for me, and it is literally Hollywood quality. It's insane. You got to check this out. So I'm going to go through a few of these, and it might blow your mind the way it did for me. So this video right here is actually AI generated. If you watch this video, I mean, if you showed me this, there's absolutely no way I could tell you this is AI generated. If you look at the Kling versus Sora comparison, so Sora is the AI to video generator that OpenAI just released recently. They actually haven't released it to the public. There's some rumors why they haven't done that yet, but that's the one they've been working on. You can see to the left is the Chinese competitor Kling, and to the right is Sora. Sora is super impressive. I can't take that away from them, but what Kling is doing over here is pretty awesome too. I mean, some would say that eating is what Kling really does well, and I'll show you more examples of eating later. But I mean, it's super impressive. Definitely way farther than anyone else I've seen outside of Sora. So we can just see a few examples here. I mean, this is cinema quality. You could take this and you could make movies out of this, TV shows, anything, and people would love this. If you showed me this, there's no way I could tell you this is AI generated. I would, if you told me that this was an actual flower blooming video, I would believe you. Again, with the eating, they seem to have nailed the eating. I mean, watching this dude eat noodles, I would tell you, again, there's almost no way I could tell you this is AI generated. Maybe some of the way the noodles wiggle might give it away, but it looks almost perfect. Another great example of what could be a movie scene, a TV show scene, an astronaut running across the moon. You do see some small elements here that kind of look like it's AI generated, but I mean, take this to where we were just 6 months ago, and this is like a huge leap forward. Again, milk being poured, I mean, that looks perfect. You could use that in a commercial and everyone would think that's real. Another amazing movie quality scene that's happening. This one's great too. A little bit of some of the reflections from the actual lighting and maybe some of her eye twitching kind of looks AI generated, but again, huge leap forward. Some of the food stuff, I mean, to me, just blows my mind. That looks so real. This could be a shoot for a lemonade commercial. This fish looks incredibly real too. I mean, this could be at an aquarium somewhere. More milk being poured. Again, the food is like, they nailed the food. And the other really cool thing that they can do is they can actually animate with this new AI, this Chinese AI competitor. They can actually animate an image. So you give it an image, you give it some animations, you kind of tell it what to do, and it'll actually do those things, which is pretty cool. I've seen this in other AIs before, but this is the best one that I've seen so far. So I wanted to show you another thread here on Twitter. So this is basically showing the exact comparison for what Kling is producing to Sora. So I showed you one earlier, but these are all just direct comparisons. Sora, again, very, very impressive, but Kling looks very, very good too. And here's the difference. Like I said, Sora is not out yet. Kling is out. So Kling is offering some early access, and I'm going to put in the description how to get this early access. And Sora is just completely closed right now. It's a closed beta. A few people, like some movie studios, and I've heard Ashton Kutcher has access, but outside of very few people, Kling is really the only option you're going to have to generate videos this good right now. Again, one that I showed you earlier. I still think Sora is a little bit better. I mean, you can just see some of the movements of the cat here look a little bit more AI generated. Sora, I think, is just going to be incredible once this comes out, but we're not there yet, and there's, again, a lot of reasons why that might be the case, but for now, what Kling is doing is incredible. Another direct comparison here, some battleships and a cup of coffee. Both look pretty awesome to me. Direct comparison here with some kind of a furry, fuzzy animal here blowing out a candle. See, this looks like it could be a Pixar movie, and the fact that AI generated that from a prompt, insane. Kling also doing a really good job. Again, not quite there, but pretty awesome too. This one blew my mind. So when this Sora example came out, it took over the internet. I mean, just major, major excitement around this, that this could be AI generated. But look at this down here, what Kling is doing. Again, you can kind of see a little bit If you look at the face and you look at the teeth and the smile, you can kind of see a little bit of the AI stuff. But I mean, if you showed me this just a few years ago, there's no way I wouldn't think that's real. There's no way I wouldn't think that there's a guy wearing some kind of a parachute walking on some icy landscape. I mean, this would 100% look real to me. Another example of some kind of cinema quality, somebody reading on a cloud. Sora blows this one out of the water, in my opinion. So this is, I think, one where Kling takes it. So the top one is, this is basically like a historical footage. The Sora one looks pretty good. I think it's almost a little too historical. If I look at the Kling one, I mean, that looks legit. Again, this is one that I could tell you could be in a movie, could be in a TV show. So some really cool stuff there. Just a few more really cool examples. So again, I was telling you the eating thing is really cool. We looked at the noodles one. We saw the kid eating the cheeseburger. Let's see if we can find another one. So here, these are some of the newer ones that just came out. So a mom holding a bunch of babies. I mean, that looks pretty real to me. Still blows my mind this is AI generated. A panda shooting a gun. The gunfire doesn't look very real, but I mean, we're getting there. This looks pretty sweet. Some kind of Jurassic Park remix. See, this looks pretty awesome. I mean, that's pretty freaking cool. If that was in a movie with the right sound and the right video quality, I mean, how could you distinguish that from a, $20 million film set in Hollywood? I don't know how I feel about that. Cat doing some homework. That actually looks pretty good. That's pretty solid. Again, the eating, they just nailed the eating. Especially people eating noodles. I mean, they really nailed that. I mean, that looks pretty real to me. This could be in a travel video. Come visit this area of the world. This one was really sweet. The battleships. Again, movie quality. People love cats. I get it. So, pretty awesome stuff. So, I personally think that what this is going to do is it's going to disrupt Hollywood. It's going to have a major disruption in Hollywood. So, I think a lot of the film studios are just going to move to this, especially Sora once that comes out, and even Kling right now, and once Kling gets better. And this is moving so fast. I mean, literally less than 2 years ago, we had that video of Will Smith eating spaghetti that looked so funky and so fake. And we're getting to the point now where we're, a year and a half, almost 2 years later, we have very, very high quality, film quality videos being generated by AI. So the trajectory is going nuts. I mean, I can see us getting to the point where full videos, full movies, full TV shows are being produced with AI, which I don't know what that's going to do to the film industry as a whole, but I can imagine it's going to be pretty disruptive. So something I wanted to show you guys if you haven't seen it yet. If you haven't, definitely check out my newsletter. I'm giving away tons of really cool information on how to make money through AI, how to make money through tech and content in general. That's kind of one of the things I'm specializing in. So AI is obviously a huge opportunity to make money right now. So I think the people that are taking advantage of that, especially the early people that are jumping in this, are going to do really, really well for the future. So now is the time to embrace AI. It's not the time to be scared of it, even though a lot of people are. So definitely check that out. You can sign up in the link in the description. And yeah, more really cool stuff coming along the way.